They arrived about 22 hours with trucks, an excavator, and hammers and began dismantling stalls along Bourda, Robb and Alexander Streets and North Road. According to City Hall, the exercise was done after countless warnings, meetings, and even notices were given to the stall holders. According to City Engineer Culvern Venture, officials of City Hall had paid a visit several nights before the demolition exercise to warn errant stall holders of the implications they could face if proper management of the environment was not adhered to. He further noted during a telephone interview that there was also continuous disregard for the environment.
What we removed last night were pallets. We had, in some cases, persons leave their old fridge along the street empty and they just leave it there. They're not moving it. While we saw some persons, when they finish vending, they move their stuff and put it in a storage area. Some persons just decide to just leave it there. Some persons also take chain and strap on the pallets to GPL posts, and we had cause to remove those things.
The displaced vendors could not be reached for comment. The engineer further noted that this was not the first time an exercise of this nature was carried out. He said even with repeated warnings and sanctions, vendors are not adherent.
These vendors were warned before of these things. This is not now that we're doing this exercise. This is an exercise that we would have carried out even in last year. But the vendors, they did comply. Some of them complied. Then they just went back to the normal thing that they would do.
Meanwhile, Mayor of Georgetown Patricia Chase Green says the problem rests with the vendors' approach to cleanliness. She said despite sensitization exercises, the problem is not being resolved.
I think the problem is people definitely don't want to walk with their baggage. If you take a walk around Stabrook Market any night, about 8 o'clock, 8:30, you'll see all the vendors are gone, all the pallets are left. The place is untidy. I have no objection to vending. I said everybody must be able to vend. But you must be able also to clean your environment of which you occupy, that space you occupy. Clean it. They just leave the pallets there, and it's unsightly for people who is going to see that for the very first time. It's not the bright image we want to portray.
Javon Vickery, HGP Nightly News.